What's up, PlayStation Nation? It's your boy Trey, the Allworld-Gamer, and I'm bringing some good news today to my fellow PlayStation Warframe players. 11.5 is finally here. We've got the new Warframe Oberon. We got tons of new weapons. They gave us the performance improvements that we need for some smoother gameplay. We've also got some trophies, and we've got the Cicero Crisis Event. So what I'm going to cover today is how to get your 100 points for the event so you can reap all the rewards at the end of the event come February. If you haven't done so already, roll over to the market, pick yourself up a codex scanner. You're probably going to need about 2 or 3 of these. The next thing you're going to need is some antitoxin. You could be silly like me and buy the whole pack, but you really only need one, and that's the lapis antitoxin. Just go into the market, look for it, and buy that one item. Lastly, get 3 friends and make sure you've all got your codexes equipped. Then what you're going to do is you're going to load in the earth and start up the event. This next part is going to take some patience here because the plants aren't very easy to find. They're going to be hidden behind objects like this here, and you're going to have to stop and scan randomly throughout the map in order to find them. Luckily though, they're pretty easy to see once you do pan over it because they glow orange like that, and every so often you'll catch one that'll be right out in the middle of the open like this. Remember now, you're not going to be the only ones on this map. You're going to be running around with Grenier as well. Now that you know how to get the samples, it's also important to know that these forest missions are on a dynamic night and day cycle. Every 6 hours it'll rotate from daylight to nighttime. And you're going to need samples in order to make this lapis antitoxin from both sides. So after you've ran it a few times in either time zone, go back and check and see which items you actually need or how many times you may need to run it again thereafter. Best time to do it is either right before and right after you get your daily reward. So now that your group's got the antitoxin, make sure you've got it equipped and start the event again. This time when you start the event though, it's going to be a defensive mission, so be prepared to defend against waves of Grenier. Once you make it to the objective, inject your antitoxin and prepare to defend. Once the meter reaches 100%, you'll be done. Afterwards, you can check your profile to see what your Cicero Crisis score is. It should be 100. If you like what you saw here today, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be back with more Warframe videos from our Warframe series. Thanks for watching.